Kelly, I just finished work. I'm leaving the office now, so I won't be home until after 8 p.m.
Roger, I'm preparing a hot pot today, so look forward to it.
Oh, a hot pot. I'm so glad since it's cold today.
Great choice, isn't it?
I'm glad that you became a housewife after we got married.
Why did you say that all of a sudden?
I knew you wanted to work, so I didn't know if I should just let you quit your job and become a housewife. It was a difficult decision.
I didn't know that you were thinking about that seriously.
But I made the right decision. You cook delicious food for me every day when I come home after a long day at work. And you do the housework so perfectly that I have nothing to complain about. I'm a lucky guy.
By the way, Archie,
What is it?
I can't help but notice that you sounded a bit like a married man who lived in 1950s.
I'm trying to express my gratitude, so don't make fun of me.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I'm happy to be your wife too. I like working, but I also like doing housework. Besides, I had something I've been studying since before we got married. So I'm also happy to have more time for that.
I'm glad you said that.
Since you told me that you're happy, I suddenly feel more motivated.
Glad to hear that. I'm really a lucky guy. Well then, I'll hurry up and go home.
Okay.
I'll be working late today.
What time will you be home?
I don't know, but I'm sure I won't finish early.
Lately, you've been working late. What's going on?
Are you saying it's bad to do overtime work?
Not really, but is overtime work supposed to increase that suddenly?
I'm a mid-level guy at work, so I'm entrusted with a lot more things. I work hard every day, you know. I'm not like you who spend your time at home leisurely. Stop complaining about my overtime work.
I'm not complaining about you. I was just worried about you.
You don't need to worry about me.
Besides, I'm not just spending time at home leisurely. As a housewife, I've been working since before you woke up, okay? I think the difference is just whether you're working at home or at the office. I'm also continuing my studies. Can you please stop poking at me for being a housewife?
I don't like it when a housewife starts to get bossy.
What? You can't talk to me like that.
You're just hanging out at home. Besides, you've put on a lot of weight since we were newlyweds, haven't you? You look like a different person from the picture. I feel like I've been deceived.
Well, I may have gained some weight, but you've gained weight too, right?
I'm a man, so I don't mind if I gain some weight. But as a woman, you don't look good.
Stop talking nonsense.
As a husband, I want my wife to keep her beauty in style. Why don't you go out and work a little?
Huh? I wanted to keep my job, but you're the one who asked me to quit my job and become a housewife, right?
You're blaming me for that? That's a false accusation. Whether you're a housewife or not, if you're careful of what you eat and drink, you wouldn't have gained so much weight. Don't blame mothers.
I'm not blaming anyone, but you're being persistent.
Anyway, I'll come home late. I'm feeling kind of sick, so I'm going to go out to eat too.
What? Then why didn't you say so earlier? I've prepared dinner already.
Isn't that normal?
What do you mean?
Isn't it normal for a wife to cook for her husband? And now you're upset that I decided to eat out? I'm not supposed to be blamed in this situation.
I didn't mean to blame you. If you'd told me earlier, I could have put the food in the fridge for tomorrow.
What's with that tone? You're such a cocky wife. I'm really tired of dealing with you. Anyway, I'll be home late tonight, so I don't need dinner.
Okay then.
Mom's coming over today.
You mean from now?
Yes, so you should at least make dinner since she'll be arriving during that hour.
Wait a minute. You should have told me earlier. I haven't even gone shopping, so I don't have any groceries. Shall I order something for delivery?
Huh? Mom's coming over and you're going to serve her food delivery? She'll be sad.
Because I don't have time to go shopping or cook.
How long have you been a housewife? How can you be a housewife if you can't do that much?
A housewife is not a magician. I can't go shopping and cooking in an instant. Don't just say random things.
You keep making excuses and enjoying yourself. That's why you're fat and bloated. If you have to go shopping, run as fast as you can. It'll help you lose weight.
You're terrible. But still, I don't think I can make it in time.
Okay then. I won't ask a favor from a useless wife like you anymore.
What? Then what about dinner?
I'll tell Mom what happened and we'll go eat at a pub near the station. You're really useless.
I'm sorry. Well then, let me know when you have arrived there. I'll show up too.
You won't change anything by coming to the venue.
What are you talking about?
Try to put yourself in Mom's shoes. I don't think she wants to eat in front of a wife who can't cook dinner. It's pathetic. That's why you don't have to come.
That's a bit harsh.
I want to talk to Mom, and I don't need you to join us.
But I haven't seen your mother for a while. I'd like to say hello to her too.
Well, I don't think she'd like that.
You're being rude to me, you know that?
I forgot to tell you this morning. Mom is moving in next month.
Huh? Wait a minute. I haven't heard anything about that.
I mean, Mom will be living together with us starting next month.
Living together? Why are you making such an important decision on your own? I'm your wife, so you and your mother should discuss about that in advance since it's a family matter.
Wife? Family? How can you be so brazen?
What do you mean?
You can't even entertain Mom when she comes over. I made you a housewife, but you can't even do the housework properly.
That's not true. I've never skipped doing housework since we got married. The only reason I couldn't cook yesterday was because it was so sudden.
Your excuses are the best in the world. Even Mom was appalled since you couldn't even entertain her. You've been slacking off so much, and that's why you've gotten fat.
That's not the point. But it's too much to decide about your mother living together with us on your own.
If you have a problem with it, you can leave.
Excuse me?
I can't stand it when you complain about everything every day.
I'm not complaining. It's something that we should discuss as a family.
If you were a decent wife, I would have done that. But what's the point of discussing it with you, who does nothing but complain and live a life of idleness? So if you don't like it, get out of my house.
Huh?
With Mom around, I don't have to worry about housework. If anything, She does it much more perfectly than you. If she lives with me, I wouldn't need you anymore.
That's a terrible thing to say. Is that why you met your mother yesterday?
Yeah, that's right. We had to go over a lot of details. I'm just glad you weren't there.
I can't believe you talked about all that stuff while I wasn't there. You shouldn't have done that.
I told you, I don't need you anymore. You can leave anytime you want, okay?
Leave anytime I want? Does that mean you want a divorce?
Well, that's what it means, because there's no point in having a useless wife like you. And Mom would be in trouble too.
How selfish of you.
You should think about doing the housework. It's no wonder that I want a divorce.
I see. If it's a one-sided divorce for some unexplainable reason, you'll have to pay alimony. Are you really sure about that?
Alimony? Stop talking big. I'll pay you that much. I have enough money to pay alimony. It's not something you should be worried about.
Looks like you've been thinking about it.
Well, you're not even good at housework. Besides, you're getting fat and visually impaired. It's no wonder I decided to get a divorce. Mom was quick to agree with me. I wish you could thank me for allowing you to be a lazy housewife.
I can't believe you were such a horrible person. I'm disappointed in you.
I didn't expect you to turn into an ugly woman, but I guess I'm glad that I don't need to see your poor appearance anymore.
That's too much. Stop making fun of me.
I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the house. You have 2 weeks. In the meantime, pack up your stuff and get out. Also, you must clean this house up before Mom gets here.
How unreasonable. Such a terrible thing in this world. I now understand exactly how you feel.
Well then, I'll write the divorce papers today and leave them on the kitchen table. Go fill out your part and submit it to the authorities. That's the last thing you need to do as my wife.
Seems that you're so well prepared. I'm surprised.
I've always been a man who knows how to get things done. I'm surprised you didn't notice that. You're not a good wife, just as I thought. Hey, it's been 2 weeks. You haven't prepared anything. Even the divorce papers are still on the kitchen table. What do you think you're doing?
Did you check?
Check what?
I'm asking if you checked the divorce papers.
Why are you being so bossy? I know you don't want a divorce, but don't stretch it out any further. I thought I gave you a deadline.
Are you sure you want a divorce?
You're so persistent. I can't live with an ugly wife like you anymore.
I understand. Then, you're the one who's leaving.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Are you forgetting something? This house is in my name because I bought it. As long as I'm the owner, you're the one who's leaving.
I don't get it. Why do I have to leave this house? If you're the owner, why don't you keep paying the mortgage?
Huh?
Anyway, I'm going to live in this house with Mom, so get the hell out.
Are you out of your mind? Stop blabbering nonsense. All the payments on this house have been made by me, so it's completely my property. That's why you're the one who's leaving.
Don't be silly. You're a housewife and you didn't even have a job. There's no way you can pay the mortgage on the house.
You're the one who's silly. I've been studying investments since before I got married. Thanks to my patience, I now have enough money to buy 2 houses.
Quit joking. You can't do that.
That's why I thought about working from home.
Huh?
I started a web school.
I don't know anything about that.
Because I didn't tell you. You didn't even make time to talk to me. There are so many people who want to learn about investing. I was making a lot of profit from my business.
Really?
I already have over 2,000 students. I make a lot more money than you do. So I won't be in trouble even if you divorce me. I want to thank myself for working hard until this day.
Are you telling me the truth?
Of course. So I've decided to sell this house because I want a fresh start upon divorce.
Wait a minute. This house is going to be occupied by me and Mom, okay? We're supposed to move in tomorrow.
Oh my. You'll be in big trouble then. I think you should cancel the arrangements right away. There's no point in moving all your stuff in here. I have no regrets about what I have here, so I've decided to get rid of it all.
Huh? I don't like it when you say that all of a sudden.
Seriously? I was told to move out of this house by you out of the blue.
Selling the house is not something you can do on your own. You should have told me in advance.
What did you say? You didn't tell me anything about your mother moving in with us. And also about a divorce in advance.
It was Mom's idea. So let's talk about it properly as a married couple from now on.
Don't be selfish. You're the one who decided to let your mother move in without any discussion in advance. That's why I've decided to go ahead with it on my own too. I've already decided on a new house, and I'm ready to start living there. There's nothing to discuss with you.
A new house? But the divorce papers are still on the kitchen table, right? That means you're hesitating to divorce. Let's talk about it again. I'm sorry about what happened. I apologize.
The divorce papers are still there because I didn't want to go to the authorities.
Huh?
Why don't you file them? Oh, but since you're leaving this house anyway, I can file them for you while I'm at it.
What the hell? Stop fooling around. Even if we get divorced, who's going to pay alimony to such a nasty person like you?
I see.
What?
Do you think that kind of nonsense will work?
Huh?
You're cheating on me, aren't you? If you cheat on your wife during marriage, of course you'll have to pay alimony.
What do you mean, cheating? You're trying to take money from me and you're just making up stories.
I'm not making up stories. You think I don't know what's going on? You're so naive. She's a young and pretty girl with white skin.
Don't be delusional.
I'm not being delusional. You said you were working late or something. But I know you went to a hotel with that girl. You lured her with fancy food and luxurious brand gifts, didn't you?
What?
After we got married, you hardly ever worked overtime. But one day, you suddenly started coming home late and stopped eating dinner. So I asked the private investigator to look into you.
You did that?
Then, I got all the photos as evidence in no time.
No way.
You were bad-mouthing me when you talked to your mother. You were going to kick me out of the house and be with that girl. But you're too naive. It's too obvious that you're having an affair. It was all very suspicious to me. I'm sorry to hear that your mother was deceived in such a way, but it doesn't matter to me anymore.
I can't believe it. The future I've planned for myself is falling apart.
That kind of childish thinking won't bring you a brighter future. If you want your dreams to come true, you'd better study harder. You really are pathetic.
Kelly, I'm sorry. It's all my fault. I'm sorry about the affair. I'm breaking up with her anyway, so please reconsider the divorce.
What are you talking about? You're the one who made me seriously think about the divorce.
Huh?
I was hurt by what you said and did, and I was on the verge of breaking down. But I couldn't forget you when we met each other for the first time. I've held off on divorcing you because I couldn't forget how happy we were when we got married.
I know. We should go back to the beginning. We got married because we loved each other so much. Divorce is not a good idea.
But when you asked me to divorce you, I finally came to my senses. So, we're going to go our separate ways from now on.
I'm sincerely sorry for what I did. So please stay married to me.
Are your feelings that easy to change? You told me to get a divorce and get out of here. Now you want us to still be married? You've got to be kidding me. You're just saying that because you won't have a place to live.
No, you misunderstand me. I really want to start over with you, Kelly.
I can't trust you anymore. I can't live with you as a married couple. Anyway, the house is going to be sold. You'll have to move your stuff out right away.
But Mom's stuff is due to arrive.
You'll have to change the destination of that too. It's too much trouble to have it brought to this house.
We got married because we love each other. And yet, this kind of treatment is too much.
How dare you? You made fun of me for being a housewife. You humiliated and hurt my feelings by calling me fat. And then, when you found out I had money, you suddenly changed your attitude. You deserve to be punished.
Oh no.
If you won't file for divorce, I'll sue you through my lawyer.
Wait a minute. I never meant to divorce you. Kelly, please reconsider.
I refuse. You even prepared the divorce papers, but you weren't serious about it. I've had enough hearing your lame excuses. Anyway, I don't even want to see your face anymore. I'll block your number too after this exchange is over.
Hey, Kelly, wait. Forgive me and help me, please.
That's impossible. After that, through my lawyer, we finally got divorced. Of course, Archie will pay for the alimony. He insisted until the last minute that he would never get a divorce. He didn't even move out of the house, but eventually, he was kicked out by the real estate agent. According to his lawyer, his mother, who had a habit of spending money, was heavily in debt. It seems that she planned to move in with us in order to make my life difficult and pay off her debts. I let out a big sigh of relief when I realized that I don't need to deal with those scumbags anymore. I'm so glad I divorced him early. Archie was told by his affair partner that she was not interested in a man who had to pay alimony and lost a place to live. She dumped him without a second thought. His affair partner had only approached him for his money. I can't believe he doesn't even realize that. Archie became desperate after losing everything, and I heard that he was forced to resign from his job because he kept making mistakes at work. Now he lives with his mother in a small apartment. They work all day long to pay for the debts. I'm relieved to have a clean break with such a lame mother and son. My web school business is going well, and I'm living without any financial problems. I have further ambitions for my work, so I'm going to enjoy my days full of work for a while.